Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And I know I am making video after a long time, so sorry for that. And I was busy switching my job, therefore I didn't get really much time to make YouTube video. But here I am after I have switched my job, and it's been a month since I joined new company. So I got so many questions in my Instagram and my LinkedIn, like question related to switch. So here I am addressing those questions. So the first question I got in my Instagram was, when should we switch a company? So I would like to tell you, if you are not liking the work you are doing in your company or in your project, like the development is already completed and you are doing the monotonous work again and again, the same thing you are doing, and there is no scope of learning, then you can think of switching. But before that, you should first consult with your manager that this is the issue you are facing, like you are not liking or the growth has been stopped because of the monotonous work. So these things you can first discuss with your manager, and if nothing happens, then you can check with your HR as well. Okay, so the right time, so if you really want to switch the company, then I would say the right time should be 2 to 3 years. Because if you are switching a company very frequently, like even you have joined one company and then again after some months you are willing to switch, it will affect your credibility. Okay, therefore it is advised to switch a company after 2 to 3 years. And in my case, I switched company after 3 years. So I was in my previous company like for 3 years, and I worked in a project. Then after my MCA got completed, I switched the company. Now coming to the very important question that people asked me, is it possible to get like 20 LPA package after working for 2 to 3 years in a company? So let me tell you, yes, it is possible. Because in my case also, I after my first switch I got a hike of 425%. So it is a huge hike. So yes, it is possible for everybody's case. What you need to do is, while you are giving interviews, you should be very confident. You should have knowledge about what you have done in your previous company. Okay, like if I tell you my case, first you should take things to excel on. Like if you are a back-end developer, or you are a front-end developer, or you are a full stack developer, like any role you have, you just have to excel in one thing, and the rest thing which are going in your project, you should have at least basic knowledge of that. Suppose I interviewed for Java Spring Boot developer. Okay, so my base, my strong point, I would tell them as I am a Java backend developer. But as part of my work, I have worked in front end as well, in database as well. I have given deployment support. So everything I'll mention in my interview, but I'll explain, but I'll make it very clear that my expertise is Java backend development, and I'll prepare accordingly, right? So suppose they'll ask very basic, not very basic question, like they'll ask questions that will not be very difficult. Okay, so suppose you have told you have worked in Java Spring Boot, Java, you told you have worked in Java. Okay, now what kind of question they'll ask? From collection they'll ask like, what is hash map? And they are not expecting you to tell them like hash, very theoretical definition of hash map. They'll ask you like how you have implemented hash map in your previous project. You will have to explain like in your previous project how you implemented that, how you used that. So these kind of things. And then again comes the confidence. Whatever you are saying, you have to be confident. You are switching a company, so they will not expect you to know everything in theory, but rather they'll rather want to see how much practical knowledge you have. Okay, so they'll ask questions like there are various environments, right, in which deployment happens, like dev environment, test environment, prod environment. How you will bifurcate those environment. So theoretically you can say by using profiling we can do, but they will ask you like in your previous project how did you achieve that. So these kind of things you have to prepare in order to crack any interview. So the first offer which I got was of 12 LPA. After that you should make a checklist of companies, I mean a list of companies for which you want to appear. Okay, it's not like if you didn't get offer in first company then you are not good enough. No, it's not the case. It happens like you had no idea of interviews, so you appeared in one company, you didn't get selected, so it's not a problem. Take experience from that company and then interview for the next company which is in your list. Okay, now the second interview will definitely go better than the first one because you have experience of interview and type of questions they ask, right? So in each interview whatever questions they are asking, make a note of it, and most of the interviews they'll ask the same question. So after getting one offer, or what I did was I got into second interview for other company and I got selected in that as well. Since I already have one offer, so the second offer which I'll ask will be in comparison to the first offer, right? So it will definitely be higher than the first offer. So in this way you can negotiate with the HR and you can get the package which you want. So this is about my interview and my experience. So if you are preparing for job switch and you have any question, do let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks for watching my video and I'll see you in next video. Thank you. Bye bye.